Test, test. One, two, three. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my show. This is Bad Money, and today we're just checking out the Bitcoin price. Right, I've been keeping track of it on X at Bad Money 619. Um, Here's where I put my predictions and shit. Like this one's a fun one, guys. I think gold's about to top out. Look, I got these 2 points from here to here, and then boom, I think we're getting close. I bet it happens this week, if not tomorrow. I think a lot of the liquidity is about to rush into Bitcoin, or maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe China and Russia, the BRICS, right? India and all these people are finally saying enough of the dollar. The whole world's had enough of us, and this is all of them just dumping the dollar and moving into a precious metal such as gold, right? Because I don't know, that's a better form of money than this money, bad money that's controlled by a few assholes, right? And created from debt. So that's gold. So that's the one line I'm keeping track of on gold. I can show you guys later where we're at on that. Let's see where we're at. Yeah. So overall, I just want to do like a what's happening when we look at all these charts. I want to look at the dollar. I want to look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin versus silver, Bitcoin versus gold. I want to look at the Trump coins, right? And some other altcoins like ADA, Ethereum, XRP. Let's see what's going on, guys. Because like again, I've been keeping track of these charts, right? Where are we at with gold right now? Here it is. Oh, this is the chart. So right now we're at $5,076. I think gold tops out at 5,300 bucks or something. 200 bucks. I think that's gonna be the a local top for gold. Maybe I don't think it's gonna go down, right? But when I look at the gold versus Bitcoin chart, right? Look at this chart, guys. When I take these two points, this pivot point and this anchor right here, this gives us this line that goes back since when is this? Since January of 23, right? So years ago, you could have had this line, and I never thought it was gonna happen. But on top of that, we have a big weekly level right here. So I think Bitcoin versus gold is about to get a bounce, right? So this is Bitcoin measured in gold, and like it's about to bounce. And also silver looks exactly the same. Look at this, silver already. We're getting into these levels. It could be there, or maybe it could be as low as here, right? This would be the most extreme version. So yeah, silver's almost there. So so this is what's making me think that because right now everyone's pushing gold on people, right? I'm hearing everyone talking about gold and silver. Everyone's just trying to buy more. They're scared that the dollar's about to get nuked, and I think so too. But I think a lot of liquidity, which is some billions of dollars, is about to move into the only thing that hasn't pumped, right? Because even if you look at the S&P, I mean, we're at all-time highs. There's never been anything higher than this. It's just been ripping for years, ever since its inception. And we go through these little corrections, and it's ripping. I don't know if this is a top or what, but I think it's because the dollar, if we look at the dollar, is going down. I posted my prediction for the dollar. I think this is a spicy one right here, guys. I think we're about to lose this green line right here. And if we do, I think we're going all the way to the next support level, right? So this is from here to here or here, whatever, gives you this line. I think we're about to lose it. And if we do, we're going, yeah, like 13% down. That's on the dollar. And I think that's all planned. This is all planned, right? We're trying to update the financial system and the crypto cartels with the Trump family and all this, XRP and Ethereum and Coinbase and USDC. All these people, the elites, right? They just met in Davos, and they're making like deals behind the scenes and all these charts are showing us this, right? Because the people that control the money control the world, and there's only a few players. The rest of us are just sort of pawns in their game, and I think they're making deals. I think the regulation will pass before if they're before the shutdown or whatever, which is the reason why today um, shit is dumping, right? But look, Circle, BlackRock, all these people are in a cartel, right? They're trying. Circle is creating USDC, the stable coin that's pretty much the United States dollar, and also Chase Morgan is involved in this. BlackRock, like I said, they're trying to tokenize the whole stock market so that it never sleeps like crypto. It's just a better way to make money, right? Crypto is just a superior way of money. And if it's decentralized, right, it's just a tool, I guess you could say. Um, but who controls it kind of matters. And right now, these people are trying to put a stranglehold. They already sort of captured Bitcoin. I hate to say it. I think they've captured Ethereum, and now they're going to try to choose winners and losers, right? That's why USDC doesn't integrate all coins into their system, right? Like Cardano, because it's actually decentralized, and people like BlackRock, Chase, they don't want something like Cardano to win. And we'll see what happens because a lot of people have made this political. In a way, it is. I think Trump's made crypto completely political. I think he's trying to crash the dollar. And he has a stable coin of his own, USD1, right? The Trump family. And they also have this fucking coin, the World Mobile. Where's it? World Crypto, World Liberty Financial. They're basically, the Trump family is trying to start like their own little bank. So they want these regulations to go through. It's a way to print more dollars to inflate more money away because this is all the elites can do, right? They can only just print more money, and that's it. Maybe sometimes lower your taxes, but not really. You can either go to war or not go to war. This is all our politicians can really do. And as you can see here, we're trying to find support on this line. I don't know if we're going to go lower, but I doubt it. There's also this one on Binance, World Liberty Financial. I think we're trying to build support here. Maybe it comes down as low as here, which is interesting because look at the total crypto market cap, guys. I've been calling this chart forever on my X. Look, I had this chart since forever on my X. I've been telling you guys there was going to be a retest on the total 3, right? Market cap. This was back in January 25th. I'm no Ben Cohen, but I surprised myself with these lines. It's not me. It's just if you follow these rules with these lines, it's not that hard. Then you can see. I mean, you don't know where the markets are going, but you can see where the bounces are going to happen. Even if the lines don't hold, there's always some sort of reaction there, right? So it matters. It's a good way to create, make sense out of all this chaos that you see on the chart. So, anyways, look at the total 3. We have a new weekly candle opening up. Let's go to the daily. Look, we hit this line that I had there forever for retest forever. What I'm hoping is that we can get back above here, and that would be bullish. Or if we can't get above this orange line, then expect a bigger drop. And at that point, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We have to look for other levels. Like maybe we're going to here, right? This is the next level I would be looking at, which kind of makes sense because it coincides with this level right here is really interesting to me. So I would be looking for this next area if we lose here, right? But for now, we're still here. We're trying to build support. And that's another thing that makes me think that maybe we're not going to go any lower because again, look, Bitcoin and silver are about to hit this line, and there's going to be a bounce there. It's just what always happens. I don't know if the line is going to hold, right? Maybe it even goes deeper in here and it wicks a bunch of people out, right? We get a John Wick on the Bitcoin versus gold chart and silver and all that. But we're going to get some sort of bounce. And I think a lot of altcoins are about to pump, especially look at HBAR. Like it's not dumping as low as this thing that happened in October. Ever since then, Bitcoin has been dumping, but the altcoins are just sort of losing power. But we're still above these levels. Even let's see. Let's look at Hyperliquid. We're below its. Oh, this one actually. Ooh, that one just went below its level. Look at that, Hyperliquid. What about Ethereum? Oh, this is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We broke out. I think we're just trying to build support. Maybe we go as low as here, come back. And if we go up, that means Ethereum is going to go up. So where's Ethereum? Either we're going to hold this aqua line, I think, or if we dump harder, I guess we can come back down to this level that we had before. Things will get bullish once Ethereum gets back above here, especially once we break this level right here. It's on like Donkey Kong. We got Ondo, right, which are connected to BlackRock. They're the ones that are trying to tokenize the the stock market and all this shit, real world assets. A lot of people in the know are in here. We also got Midnight. This is a project I'm really excited about because this should scare the shit out of all the elites. But this is like the iPhone of cryptos. This is a fifth generation crypto. Keep an eye on Night. It's a privacy coin, but it's not just for sending money privately. It's so you can keep things like your school records, your medical records in the future, secured, where you can maybe expose certain data to certain people if you want to. Like your doctors could see your records, but maybe your medical records, but not everything. Or we have zero knowledge proofs so that you don't have to give random people, your applications for jobs, because this will tell them that you're exactly who you are. You have the degree that you have without like putting all your private out there. This gives you control over your privacy, right? So there's a lot of new cool things coming to the world. Like a lot of people are excited about AI, but AI is not gonna work until we have. You gotta have blockchain. You gotta have stable coins. You have to have privacy. And watch out for Midnight. I mean, the things that we can do with Midnight now are incredible. This could replace governments, right? Like they're saying AI is about to wipe off a bunch of our jobs. Yeah, I guess so. But also, who needs to get wiped out? The politicians and the bankers. And this is Bitcoin right now is just a Trojan horse, right? They think that they're gonna control it. BlackRock and Chase and the Trump family and XRP and Solana and Ethereum and all these people, everything's control. And we gotta free Satoshi, man. We gotta free Satoshi, in my opinion. This is another Bitcoin chart, but it's the same thing. Like we're just holding this line. This is the main line, but we're a little below it. If we lose it, I think we could come down all the way to test 79,000 again, it looks like. This line right here. I could see this line getting hit, guys, because look, it goes. This is a beautiful. I could see this happening. That's all I'm saying. So if we lose where we're at right now, I think we're come down all the way to this line. So watch out for this 78. I don't think we go much lower than there. Maybe we hit our heads up here or something to test the support. Worst case scenario, because you break this leg, right? You put in a new lower low. You scare the shit out of everyone. Everyone's running away back to gold. I don't know. And boom, then you bounce it right here, and you're back up to the races. I mean, that would be worst case scenario, right? That would be worse. I can't see Bitcoin going below 73, 757. I don't know. Maybe if there's World War III, I don't know. But even then, the war on currency is already happening, right? At that point, we're all out war, currency wise, and all that. So I don't know what happens. But again, look, the dollar looks like it's trying to collapse, guys, right? And that means that everything's gonna go up in value, including gold probably, and of course cryptocurrencies and homes. Everything's gonna go up in price because we're going against the dollar. I think the dollar, if it breaks here again, I think we're gonna come all the way over here. And that's a nice, fat, juicy drop, right? And even yeah, we haven't tested this level ever. Look, we have these 2 points here, but yeah, watch out. And it also makes sense because if we take these 2 points over here, it leads us to the same place. So I'm sure the dollar's coming down here, and that's good for the cryptocurrency. I don't know what it means for our country, but I think that's the Trump plan, man. And this is Bitcoin dominance. I'm no Ben Cohen, but look, I had this dot since January of 21, right? You could have had this line. Every time this shit is going up, you better be in Bitcoin. When it's going down, you might as well buy some alts. You know what I'm saying? Back to Bitcoin, 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 and then alts. Especially once we break here, I've been saying if we come below this yellow line, we hit our heads, and then we come down. That's altcoin season, and I'm not selling shit. My whole plan has always. I mean, I'm not rich, so obviously this is not financial advice, guys. I'm just showing you my journey, right? I'm learning about these lines, but that's so I'm just taking guesses, right? We're just taking smart guesses here because look, I'm looking at all the charts and what's happening in the world, right? With these lines. We're trying to create some order out of this chaos. And look, we almost came to this line. We didn't hit it, so I guess technically I was wrong. But but I got close, right? I don't know. Maybe Bitcoin does hit it. Maybe we do have more to drop. I think if the bears are right, then Bitcoin's gonna break above here, and we are going to attack this line, and that would be a new local bottom on Bitcoin, right? So let me zoom into Bitcoin right now, see what's going on with my trade here. Hopefully, I'm hoping it holds right here because that was the level that I had on my X. What we really want to see if this is a bottom, we want to see Bitcoin get back above here tomorrow morning and start moving towards this resistance up here. If we break above this green line, that's really bullish, guys. We really need to get above here, and I would say that's the beginning of altcoin season madness that we've been waiting. If Bitcoin can get above these levels right here, of if we can get about a 95, 96,000, hold on, guys. I bet if we do something like this, we retest and then boom, that would be nice. So I don't know. That's what I'm seeing here. And I'm pretty impressed by some of these altcoins like Cardano ADA, despite all the FUD that's out there right now. This is his wick from October. We're still holding strong, like I said. And then Bitcoin has been dumping, but ADA is just kind of going sideways, trying to find a low here. No one else wants to sell it. So I think ADA is going to start moving over here towards. Oh, this is Bitcoin's. Oh, wait, this is ADA versus Bitcoin. This is the dominance. Um, that would be really bullish for ADA. If we see ADA back over here, ADA is not dead. You better hold on because the last time that happened, like, remember, ADA was the biggest mover last run. It went up 3,000%. If you could have bought at 3 cents over here, like 3 cents, you could have ride it all the way to $3. That would have been crazy. But this is ADA versus Bitcoin. This is on ADA, I mean. Yeah, we went from like 3 cents. What is this? I remember, yeah, COVID time, yeah, right here, 3 cents. Look, boom, son, you would have gone all the way to $3.10. That would have been insane. I think Midnight could do something like that. And look, ADA has been compressing in here despite all the hate. I love ADA because it's actually decentralized. It's proof reviewed, right? It's actually done. They thought ahead. Charles has been thinking ahead. Doesn't matter if he thinks he's a bad guy or a good guy. He's just passionate about money, and he's gonna go down with the ship. He's like the reincarnation of Satoshi, right? ADA is the only other chain that has true values. It's actually decentralized, and ADA is behind Midnight, and we're just about to insert ourselves into all these other chains because everyone needs privacy. But in the bottom, you need to run ADA nodes. So, and also have a partnership with Google. And people are saying that ADA is dead because there's no transactions in there. But this is on purpose because the crypto cartels are trying to keep ADA down. Something decentralized like this is not good for Chase. ADA is not good for BlackRock. ADA is not good for XRP. ADA is not good for Ethereum and Sui, right? ADA is good for the people because it's decentralization. Remember, these are blockchains, and these chains can be used to chain us, but they can also be used to free us if the people choose cool projects like ADA. If you learn more about it, how it's actually decentralized, right? That's why there's no USDC in it. I think that's a good thing. I think it's the road less travel. I think it's gonna be a hard path, but I'm happy that ADA's out there. I'm gonna support it forever because that's the best form of money I see in the world right now. Even better than Bitcoin because no one controls ADA. There's a constitution in it. Like ADA is basically like America 2.0. So instead of trying to do war with everyone in the world, it's like you can bring the world to us by having. You can fix so much with Midnight and ADA. Like think about immigration. What if everyone had to use the blockchain to get paid for work, to do transactions at every store? That way you could cut out illegal immigrants, right, peacefully without having to do all this ICE shit. You just sort of starve them, and if people start crimes, you take them out of the cops go do their job, and you get them out of the country if they're illegal, right? Also, it's a better way to do immigration because people can have their school records and in the blockchain, so we can see that what kind of degrees people got, and we can get the best people around the world. But also, their criminal records are going to be there, right? Because ADA's are working with Dubai, so even if we don't adopt something like ADA here in America, I think it will be adopted in other places in the world, like Africa or Dubai or where people are really struggling with money, they should be jumping onto ADA, because if enough people jump into these systems, that proves that we don't need elites, that we don't need people in power. And I think it's time to remind these political parasites who they work for. All our governments have failed us because they're all playing money. So the only way to win is to take control of our money. And something like the whole world adopted ADA tomorrow. Holy shit, guys. The politicians, the elites, BlackRock, all these people would shit their pants. That's why I hope that the left. I don't like that as crypto's become political, because I think it's not, but I think Trump is making it that way, and I think that the left, um, I'm not left or right. I'm all over the place, right? I'm futuristic. I believe in good money. I believe we need to America 2.0. We need an update. We need to replace our political systems completely, right? I'm more libertarian than anything. I'm just, when it comes to the money part, I'm futuristic. I think we need good money, money that's created by all of us and backed by our work. Nothing like that has ever existed, right? That's when you flip the whole money paradigm. And it's crazy. That's why I have my channel, Bad Money. I want to talk about good money more, but it makes a lot of sense. But the closest thing to good money that we have right now is ADA. And I think that if you're political and you're like a Rage Against the Machine, fuck the system, or even against Trump in a way, and BlackRock, or against the banks and Wall Street and all these people, you should not be adopting XRP. You should not be adopting Ethereum. Not even, Solana. Please stay away from that. That's why they're always announcing these things in the news, and they keep something like Cardano ADA off a bit, because this is a way for the people to get their power back. So I don't know. I think ADA's looking really good to me, guys, and Knight as well, right? So keep those two in mind. So again, guys, so we don't know, right? So we're either gonna hold these lines or we're not, right? I don't really know, but I think there's a good chance that Bitcoin's about to rip. Um, Given all the charts that I've shown you, I think there's other people that they're thinking we're going to go down to the 200 SMA on the weekly or something. Let me see. Let me throw a quick simple moving average here. This is the one Bancoin's always talking about, because we always do visit these at the end of the bull, right? But um, but I don't think the bull's over. Like, even if you look at the pie indicator, it never hit, right? So why would we assume that the bull run is over? There's never been a pumpage in the altcoins. Let me turn these lights off. So look, if Bitcoin is right, then I don't know. This one's gonna keep going up, right? And this one's gonna keep going down. And now we're in some sort of bull. And now, yeah, we're probably testing these tops right here, which makes sense. But or not, or we're gonna continue to follow this line, and we're gonna go up to new highs, and we're gonna have our bull run, and this one's gonna go up like crazy, and eventually we'll meet it down here in the future. That's what I think is more likely, especially because they're telling everyone to buy gold, right? And look, Bitcoin's about to get a. We're hitting the biggest level that's been building for years. There's gonna be a bounce right here, I'm telling you. And I don't know, maybe we bounce, we come back here, and then we dump again or whatever. I don't know how long we'll be here. Maybe as long as March, I guess. I could drag on. But I think we're gonna have a bounce, and if we get above this line, guys, that's really bullish for Bitcoin. And if it's bullish for Bitcoin, then it's bullish for crypto. Um, so yeah, guys, I hope that makes sense. This is ICP trying to build support right here, the depths of hell. I got myself a lot of ICP too. I think the future is crypto. The more cryptos are out there, the more decentralized we are. I believe there's gonna be multiple chains in the future, but I really hope you guys consider your money and your privacy to be on blockchains like Cardano. But yeah, go trade meme coins on Solana or whatever. But ICP, I think, is a pretty cool project. I think, look at this chart, man. I mean, I've been buying this whole area, so I hope one day we explode out of here. That's what I'm waiting for, ICP, and who knows where we go. I mean, I would be looking at $77. Makes right here $70, perfectly logical, man. For sure, we would come test these levels right here at $22, and right now we're at $3. So I think it's a good time to start scaling into to all crypto. Honestly, everything's sort of dead. Look at H bar. I bought a bunch of H bar right here, so I'm a little bit lower now. Maybe we dip all the way over here, and I fucked up. I bought too early, but I think H bar is gonna be doing good because they're part of the White House stuff with Chainlink and all this. Look at XRP. I'm trying to build support here. I hope we can get back up here. Once XRP gets above here, hold on, guys. This motherfucker's gonna explode. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing. Most of these lines don't really matter, honestly. The only line that matters, well, is these. If we go down, yeah, watch out, watch out for this line, guys. Yeah, we're gonna hit this line. If we can get back above here. But if tomorrow you see this up here attacking 93,000 bucks, hold on, guys, because look, we already tested this support multiple times that we got all the way over here. I predicted, I had this line for a long time, right? It was there forever. I had other lines because I was thinking at first, oh, we were gonna hold this line, right? I was like, don't worry, guys. I don't think it's over until we fall below here or whatever. But no, yeah, we lost it. But this is the next one. So then if we lose this one, then yeah, this is the next one right here. This is where the talent comes in, right? Being a chartist. But right now, these are the only lines I care about. Mostly just this one, right? If I had to say there's one line in Bitcoin that matters more than the other lines, is this one. It's a line. I told you guys about this line multiple. Look how many times it's bounced. Even if we don't hold, you got to give me some props, son. Like, look how many trades you could have taken off of here. It's still holding. This is not broken until we break like a daily candle, gray candle below here, right? Like right here, we almost did, but look, the body is still touching it. So we're still good. Wicks don't count, only bodies. And right now we're below it. So tomorrow, let's say we're down here and we close this candle red, then yeah, we're more likely to go down, or that would be the ultimate fake out. Like one red candle, and then after that, if you go any lower, you're dead. But if you go up, that was a fake out, and this line is gonna fill this space out, like it's gonna be more like this or something. Maybe we get a bounce there. There's something sneaky these buttholes could do to us. Right? So, yeah, I could see us, boom, John Wicking all the way down here, and then boom, back up. And if not, then yeah, hold on for that next line, right? Hold on for this one. And this one's pretty beautiful. Like, if you take this line away, I don't know, I'm a chartist, right? I like charts. I just like when they look pretty, and this one is just, it makes a lot of sense that we come down and hit it, Like, it would look picture perfect. You took out this leg. You liquidated everyone. Maybe you even take this leg out. Oh, dude. It could happen. So, right? Or we're about to bounce right here. What do you guys think? I don't know. I said we bounce just because of the gold chart, But yeah, if I made any sense, if you like this content, please follow me. I'm trying to make more of these videos. Let me know what else I could check out for you. Any questions? You guys think we're going up or going down? World War III? What's going on, dude? What's going on, dude? Anyways, take care. Love you all. Peace.